What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have a busy Tuesday ahead of us, a lot of baseball action. We have 3 games on the early slate I will be playing, free to all paid Twitter subscribers. We have a 12-game main slate. That's the slate I'll be talking about in this video, as I usually do. A 4-game after-hour slate, and then that first conference finals game tonight between the Lakers and the Nuggets. Single-game slate, obviously, will be playing. So a ton of stuff to look forward to. I am doing a Guru Credit promo code in this video, as promised. We'll be dropping that code after the first couple of plays. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel, is all I ask of you in return, and I do appreciate it. We have a lot of stuff to look towards here on this main slate, a ton of great hitting value, some pretty good pitchers on the bump today. So let's get right after it. I have a discounted sale on my May Sportsbook group on Twitter as well for $10, which ends up being, less than $1 a day. So message me if interested in that. We hit our baseball parlay last night. We'll have another baseball parlay today, as well as an NBA 1-2 posted in that group. So for pitcher, I think Christian Javier on the Astros is the best dollar-for-dollar play here tonight at only 10,000. He has really, really high upside. He's a big strikeout guy. Even if he gives up a couple of runs, which he's prone to do, he can still balance that out with a bunch of strikeouts. 10,000 on a guy like him in a matchup at home against the Cubs looks really good. He's got a tough matchup against Justin Steele on the other side. They're still favorites. It's a low over-under of 7.5, and Javier has looked pretty good to start the year. A 3.5 ERA, 35 fantasy points per game. At 10,000, he really needs, anywhere from 30 to 36 for value, which is what he's averaging on the year. He's had some good starts recently. His last 4 games, the strikeout numbers are definitely there, 10, 6, 8, and 11, while keeping his earned runs to a modest, topping at 3 earned per game at most. He had 1 earned against Atlanta in Atlanta 4 starts ago, which was a very impressive performance against a tough Braves team. So Javier is definitely my favorite value play. You do have some better studs out there. Clayton Kershaw at home has looked really good to start the year. The guy doesn't seem to age. He looks better and better as the years go. 11.4 is expensive, but if you can get up there, nothing wrong with that. Shane Bieber always has double-digit strikeout potential, but I think he's too much. If we were to go cheaper, my second favorite dollar-for-dollar guy is Zach Wheeler in San Fran. We all know the Giants Park is a pitcher-friendly park. It's huge. A lot of normal home runs get turned into flyouts, especially out in center field. Wheeler's looked really good, 9,400. That's a nice price on Wheeler. He's a guy that could easily be 10,000. So he looks a little mispriced tonight. He is a favorite against Alex Cobb of the Giants. In Wheeler, other than a tough matchup against the Red Sox a couple starts ago, he has looked really good in his last 4 starts. 3 of those 4 starts, over 40 fantasy points with a 52 in there. So if I'm going off of Javier, I like saving $600 with Zach Wheeler as well tonight. We'll go right into my promo code. Make sure you're signed in to my website. These credits get you all DFS content, parlays, prize picks, FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo lineups. You have to be signed in to an account. If you don't have an account, you can make one in minutes. Really seconds. You just have to confirm your email. Go over to my coupon bar on the shop page. You can see at the top of the website, you can see shop. You just click that, and then you go to Capital May 16 video, or vid, I should say, May 16 vid in all caps. Apply coupon. You will get 10 free Guru credits. Those credits will be added to your balance in just seconds after you apply that coupon. Again, just like this video, make sure you are subscribed. Looking to have a really big Tuesday here tonight. We also have the PGA Championship. So a very busy week. Oh my God, my watch is going off. Very busy week here in the DFS world. Going into my bats, I always do 2 infield, 2 outfield value plays. Let's look at Nolan Arenado at only 3,000. This guy, a really slow start to the year, but he has gotten hot over the last 10 days. If you look at his game log, he is on a 6-game hitting streak. He has hit home runs in 4 straight games, a triple before that run, so he has 5 straight games with extra base hits. He is crushing. The Cardinals scored 18 runs yesterday with a tough matchup against Freddie Peralta. They have a much easier matchup here tonight against the lefty Wade Miley. We have a nice righty-lefty matchup for Arenado. 3,000, far too cheap on him, especially for the form that he's in. He's one of my favorite dollar-for-dollar hitters on the slate. Next play, Fernando Tatis. He just shouldn't be under 4,000. The Padres are in another really, really good spot. Just like they were last night at home against an underwhelming righty of the Royals. Brady Singer's bringing a 7.7 ERA into this game. Tatis should be leading off here. They're huge favorites. It's an 8.5 over-under. The Padres should be able to put up, 4 or 5 plus runs in this game at home against a bad pitcher in Singer. Tatis, like I said a second ago, he just shouldn't be under 4,000. He's one of the best hitters in the league. It's a great value play. Manny Machado, it's worth noting, he's only 2,900. He left the game last night with a wrist injury. The x-rays came back negative, so there's a decent chance he comes back tonight. If he is in that starting lineup, Manny Machado at 2,900 would be another awesome value play for the Padres. But Tatis, 3,700, a really good play. For the outfield, we're going to jump into the Coors game. Coors game, not surprisingly, the highest over-under on tonight's slate at 12.5. We have 2 bad pitchers going at it. Brennan Williamson, the lefty, for the Reds. I'm pretty sure he got called up. But obviously, Vegas doesn't expect anything special. It's basically a pick'em, 12.5 over-under. Both teams should score plenty of runs. We saw them score a ton of runs last night with much better pitchers on the mound. Chris Bryant should not be 3,300. It's just the wrong price. I say this all the time. In a Coors game with a high over-under, they're usually, 11 plus over-unders. There really shouldn't be a Coors guy under 3,500. And to take an elite hitter, one of the best hitters in this game, in Chris Bryant with that righty-lefty matchup, and to be only 3,300, he sets himself as, arguably the best value play on the slate. It's just too cheap of a price. He's hitting for average. There's nothing to not like about Chris Bryant tonight. I expect him to be extremely popular, especially in cash games. And then we're going to go $100 more on the other side. Jake Fraley seems to be the Reds' best hitter on this season. 273 average. We can expect him to bat 3rd or 4th once again here in this lefty-righty matchup against Chase Anderson. Anderson, he's been in the MLB for, it seems like, a millennium at this point. He's shifted a bunch of teams. He's definitely on the back end of his career. The Reds should have no problem hitting an old Chase Anderson. Fraley can steal bases as well. He can hit for power. We all know his upside. We saw it a few games ago in that Miami series, back-to-back games, 50 and 41 fantasy points. This guy can hit homers. He can steal bases. It's Coors Field. We need to get our exposure to these Rockies and Reds tonight, and it's just too cheap of a price on Jake Fraley. Other than Ronald Acuna Jr., who has been on another planet to start the year, Jake Fraley is the 2nd highest projected hitter on tonight's slate in terms of fantasy points. So it's a great spot. It's a great price on Jake Fraley. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a huge Tuesday here. Give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Get in that Guru Credit promo code May16 VID in all caps. And let's have a great night here tonight. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.